Hello friends, just a quick Stephenson Indicator trademark update today for you. Let me go straight to my desktop as Loki continues snoozing in his dog bed. And I will bring up a tweet that I sent yesterday saying, yesterday meaning Fridays, bear close was the largest ever variance from Stephenson Indicator, TM. This is a joke. I've explained this before in my previous Stephenson Indicator videos, but Mayor Thaker suggested that I should trademark Stephenson Indicator, and I found that hilarious, so I've been doing it ever since. In either direction, it was a $164.36 discount versus a Stephenson Indicator of $387.43 on Friday, which is, of course, not trading advice. Do your own research for entertainment purposes only. Technical analysis is phrenology, etc. So what do we have in this chart? Yeah, you can see that pretty well. So way over here, March 18th, 2020, Stephenson Indicator began back here at a value of $24.08. If you can believe it, that's how much a share of Tesla was trading for back then if you adjust for the splits that have happened since then. So the real number was 15 times that, because Tesla stock split here at the end of August 2020, 5 for 1, and then here in toward the end of August, following the annual shareholders meeting in both cases where the split was approved, 3 for 1 here. So yeah, that's where Tesla was trading. That's the market cap that Tesla was at relative to where they are today. And since that time, Stephenson Indicator has been increasing by $1.69 every 3 trading days, or 56 1/3 cents per trading day. I had to adjust that for the 3 for 1 stock split. It used to be $1.69 per day when I first came up with Stephenson Indicator. So each of these vertical lines is showing you how far away that day's actual closing price was from that day's Stephenson Indicator. So what do we know about this period of time where Tesla was trading mostly above Stephenson Indicator? I'll say maybe ending around January of this year, January 2022. I think what we can say without much equivocation is that this was a bull market back here. Tesla was operating under a bull market until January of 2022, right around here. Then what can we say has been happening since January of 2022? I think it's probably equally true to say that we've been in a bear market from about here to about here. Now, what do we know about bear markets? We know that bear markets end. They don't go on forever. The death of the stock market has been announced many times, routinely over the years and the centuries, and stocks continue to go up. Why is that? Because companies make money, and earnings will out. The more earnings companies make, the more people will value the price of that company's stock appropriately. Okay, so there is a comment in here that I want to go find. Well, this is a good one from Tim Busby, who follows Stephenson Indicator more closely than maybe anybody, and has his own chart. He replied, here's another way to look at it. Broken trend or screaming buy? I know what my money is on. So what Tim has done here is straighten out Stephenson Indicator. So instead of it being presented on a tilt, he has Stephenson Indicator being the x-axis. And then all you're seeing here is the premium over Stephenson Indicator that people were paying at these times, or on the other side, the discount versus Stephenson Indicator. And here is that largest ever discount versus Stephenson Indicator. You can see there were premiums a little more than 150 a couple of times, didn't last very long, but there's never been a discount very much larger than 150 bucks until the last few days worth of freak out. So one could look at this chart and say Tesla is oversold here, if one believed in the phrenology that is technical analysis. Where are some comments worth reading? I thought I got one from Everman. Here it is. A grimace face here from Everman, starting to get ellipsis, off a bit. So I replied with, do you prefer this version? Let me show you this. So this is the same chart. So I haven't changed anything about this chart except that I made $200 the top end of the y-axis. So the y-axis still starts at 0, but instead of going to 500, it goes only to 200. Same chart. So once Tesla passed the 200 mark, it has never come back again. There are no white bars over here. So if we go back to the original version that I tweeted, this one, you'll see this is the $200 line, and Tesla has not come back to 200. And maybe it never will. Maybe it will. We don't know the future. The stock market is impossible to predict, which is kind of the definition of a stock market. If you could predict it, somebody would write an algorithm that follows that rule, whatever rule you have that you're using to predict it, and they would trade based on it, and their arbitrage would remove that dynamic from the market. So daily stock price movements are driven by the macro environment, by news that affects that stock, and by random movement. Right? That's what drives stock prices. So anybody who tells you that they know that Tesla is going to drop to, I don't know, let's say $140, doesn't actually know that Tesla will ever again drop to $140 where they can buy more stock. The best laid plans of mice and men often go astray, and that is today's video on Stephenson Indicator. So if you've enjoyed today's video, click the like button. If you are not subscribed to my channel, you could go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And if you are interested in supporting me through Patreon, I've got a link in my video description you can follow. Or you can just wait for me to make these videos public. My Patreon users do get access to every video I make on the day that I upload them. So check that out if you're interested. If not, I'll see you in the next one.